What is the first thing that pops into your mind when someone mentions Yellowstone National Park? Well, some may say wildlife, while others may say the great outdoors, but many people will probably mention the famous geyser called Old Faithful. It is the Education Park Ranger's duty to be equipped with all the knowledge about this wonderful attraction so that they can educate visitors. On September 18, 1870, Old Faithful was discovered by three expeditioners, Nathaniel Langford, Henry Washburn, and U.S. Army escort Gustavus Doane. Old Faithful was the first geyser that they saw, and they named it that very day. The geyser wasn't always treated with respect. In the early days, settlers would throw their dirty clothes in the basin and wait for their clothes to be expelled by the eruption. The settlers found that they could do this with all their clothes except wool because it would get torn to shreds. If that wasn't bad enough, visitors and scientists would dump soap and lye into pools to induce the geyser's eruption. Now, Old Faithful is closely monitored to prevent anything like this from ever happening again. Located in the Upper Geyser Basin, Old Faithful is quite a sight to be seen. Yellowstone National Park reports that the geyser can see in upwards of 3 million visitors a year. This is one of the park's top attractions because of its predictability and accessibility. It is important to note that the time between each eruption can range from 60 to 110 minutes and generally last 1.5 to 5 minutes. The height of the eruption can reach up to 100 to 180 feet in the air, and around 3,700 to 8,400 gallons of water is expelled. This brings me to the safety precautions that must be enforced by the park rangers. Since the water temperature from the geyser is around 204 degrees to 350 degrees, it is imperative that guests stay on boardwalks. Kids should be closely monitored and dogs should be kept at home or away from any thermal features. Trash, coins, and everything else should never be thrown into thermal features, and make sure visitors are holding their scarves and hats tightly to avoid them falling into the pools. In addition, although Old Faithful is a highly trafficked area, there is a possibility of encountering wildlife. Rangers must keep an eye out for dangerous animals such as bison, elk, bears, and wolves, and direct traffic accordingly. Old Faithful will forever stay a top attraction in the Yellowstone National Park because of its sheer beauty, accessibility, and predictability. It is important for education rangers to be on top of their knowledge, to educate guests from all over the world, and to keep visitors safe. To learn more about Old Faithful, visit the National Park Service website and search Old Faithful.